so have I turn my head to the sky, focus one thought at a time. I do not like the little things under my tongue.
Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Erupteu and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Today's video is basically going to be going around the best ways to get the loot and how to ensure that you get to somewhere with plenty of loot specifically for you. Now, I could just simply say that you should avoid all towns and big marked areas on the map that have their own names, etc. Just like Greasy Grove, Pleasant Park, Loot Lake being probably the worst place really to go. But that wouldn't really cover everything that you need in terms of getting the best loot. Now guys, if you could go ahead and just drop a like on this video, honestly it takes like 1 second. If we could just at least get to 30, that'd be massively appreciated. I've been putting a ton of work into Fortnite lately, just to make sure that I have streams for you guys and videos for you guys, so it'd be really appreciated if you could do that. Anyway, the first thing I'd like to really point out is this map here that shows all of the chest spawns, or possible chest spawns, because they don't always spawn on the map. Now the map is going to be updated to this other screenshot that I'm going to put up on screen now, and you can see where the new areas on the map are going to be. So we're going to have the city, we're going to have the motel, and we're going to have the scrapyard, all going to be more or less based on the left side of the map, which is kind of worrying because I really liked where the things on the map were currently. They were kind of easy to tell you guys where the chests were going to spawn. And now if you look over to the Haunted Hills and Snobby Shores on the updated map, there's a little path connecting them both on the coast. Now there are 3 houses there. Those are really amazing for getting loot, and they also have some of them their own barns or even underground basements that you can go to, so you're guaranteed quite a bit of loot there. Now each extended or like really big hill on the map, which you'll notice there's one in B6, that's bound to have a lot of loot most of the time. There's also the big peak one that's just next to Dusty Depot. And then the best places that I find as well, if you want to kind of be near the action, but also at the same time make sure that you're kind of a bit far away so you don't get chucked into the biggest fights, is just above Tomato Town and also Lonely Lodge. Now Lonely Lodge, a lot of people do go to it, but on the odd chance that there's not a lot of people going to it, I definitely recommend going there, because there's lots of crevices that you can hide in and stuff if you know that there are people there that you didn't predict in the first place. So you can easily get away from there and run down to the little tire yards or stuff like Wailing Woods that are quite close to it, and you've also got Retail Row if you want to dash from there pretty quickly. However, just as I've said, above Tomato Town is probably the second best place to go, as there are double houses scattered all over that area. There's also a secret house just on the top right of the map, which is actually editable, which is the most unique building on the entire map, and you can definitely go there and get some loot and materials at the same time, because there are a lot of trees by that area. So really the best tip I can give you in terms of loot is, yes, the big towns are guaranteed to have more loot, and guaranteeing Tilted Towers, the new city map part of the map, is going to have a lot of loot, but it's also going to be the riskiest. And if you want to go for risk play, just completely go ahead for that, because that's going to be how you're going to get the best loot, but it's also going to have more of a risk to it. However, if you go across the coastlines and go between the big marked and titled areas on the map, you're going to find hidden gems. There's especially one just outside of Salty Springs, and there's another one just outside of Pleasant Park as well. There's just simply a house that has 2 floors, and it usually has some chests in it, or at least a shotgun. You get guaranteed to come out of those with guns and a lot of ammo really. And they've also got loads of trees around, so you can start off the game with a bang. In terms of accidentally landing at the same house as another enemy, what you should definitely do is, if they've landed on the roof, don't try and rob their loot, because if they do manage to get that loot, they will just pummel you and you'll be dead. So try and go for the bottom floor. Don't spend too long in the bottom floor, because they'll hear you opening the door or smashing down the walls to get into the bottom house. So what you'll have to do is run in there, give a quick scatter around. If you do get a gun you feel confident, then of course you can go challenge them. If you're playing solos or duos, that is, but if you're playing squads, I probably wouldn't, because the squad will be alerted and you'll probably be surrounded pretty quickly. So make sure you just get whatever guns in there, any loot in there, and just scatter, get out of the house and try and regroup with your friends. Hopefully you guys get better loot at the start of games now, and tell me if this does help you and if you want more tips videos like this on Fortnite. And yes, some people may tune into my streams and say, hey, you don't get enough wins to be telling us this stuff, but I'm awful on PC. Honestly, on Fortnite console, I get more wins than this. But I'm still trying to get used to that, so hopefully one day you guys can actually see me get a PC win. But anyway, for the time being, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media for more Fortnite tips, tricks, news, and updates in the community. My name's been Erupt, and have a great day.